Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to the 2021 Sharks Senior Banquette. This is going to be a little unorthodox. Kind of goes into, kind of falls into the rest of this year. It's been crazy, but I appreciate everybody's support when I've gotten the opportunity to represent the United States, and we have a young lady representing the United States. So I really appreciate everybody's support as I'm traveling halfway across the planet. As always, want to start with thank yous. Thank you to all of the parents for allowing us to coach your athletes. I understand they're your most prized possession, and I know it takes a lot to entrust a lot of their life to us. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to all our volunteers, especially Gordon Lear, who goes out of his way to help produce a lot of this stuff, a lot of stuff from behind the scenes, all of our meet hosts, our meet management positions. None of this works without you guys, so thank you a ton to our volunteers. Next is the board. Thank you so much for helping guide me and ultimately guide this program into its next phase. It's been an absolute crazy 24 months, and really these seniors are going to be so much better for everything that they have been through. We may not see it now, but in this group of athletes, especially in this team on this team, have been through just about everything. Everything good, everything bad. I mean, we can imagine all the way back to 2017, 2018, when we were worried about what was going to happen with this whole facility, to helping somebody get on the Olympic team. I mean, you can't get any more polar than that. And I couldn't be more proud of these seniors. They are the ones that stuck through all of this, had trust in us as a staff, us as a program, and I think that you're going to find years down the road that all of these athletes are better for it. Tonight I'm going to try to make this as normal as possible. Obviously, I'm going to be doing some of this virtually. Again, I can't thank you enough for giving me the opportunity, but I couldn't pass up speaking about these seniors. It's too important, and I hope you guys understand how important this is to me, and I'm doing everything I can to try to give them what they're due. So again, thank you for being flexible with me. We're going to run through this thing like we have in the past. I'll talk a little bit about some of the seniors, maybe give some stories or thoughts on each athlete, give a little bit of a resume, and then we'll let them speak.
All right, thank you everyone for coming. It's taken a while to get here, and unfortunately we had to wait another week on top of it because the weather didn't want to cooperate with us, but we're here and we figured it out. So without further ado, Ryan Walker, our board president, is going to kick this off for us, so please help me welcome Ryan Walker.
All right, exciting, great, exciting times for you guys, big life transitions. Thanks a lot for allowing me to be part of your celebration for just a few minutes. I really just want to highlight some things that I think all of you have learned, enduring or successfully completing the Sharks mission is something to be very proud of. So first, congratulations to all the athletes, and of course, congratulations to the parents and siblings and support staff, because it definitely takes a full family in order for these kids to do what they want to do at the pool. So I want to highlight some of the things that I think that you've probably learned that will help you in the next phases of your life. College, especially if that's on your plan, but really career stuff. You learned a lot of lessons here, and I want to highlight some. Hopefully you'll feel the same way. You definitely learned how to work hard, right? Everybody here definitely learned that they can push themselves to do things that they did not think they could do. You learned how to deal with being uncomfortable, even to embrace that uncomfortableness. You learned how to set goals. You learned how to achieve, and you learned how to come up short. That's one thing with swimming, right? It's all about the clock. You learned how to endure a coach that may not be your favorite. You'll certainly probably have a boss one day that would fall into that category. You've learned that good achievement feels good when you've worked so hard for it. You learned how to compete with friends and still be friends outside of the pool. You've learned how important that good support system is. As you move on to your careers, you're going to find that you can't do any of this by yourself. You really do need a good support system. So some traits I think all of you probably would agree you have now is mental toughness, courage, compassion, certainly competitiveness, a sense of team, but a strong sense of self-reliance. So I hope all of you are very proud of yourselves. I hope you'll take the opportunity to thank your coaches, the support staff at the Sharks. A lot of effort goes into making sure that things run smoothly, that the organization continues to exist and be successful. There's a lot of volunteers. All of the faces I see in this room, I see at the pool a lot. Thank you all for your dedication to the Sharks and for allowing these kids to chase their dreams. And that's all I have. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the night.
Our first senior came to us a few years ago from New Jersey. She's become a really important part of the team, has fit in really, really well, become great friends with a lot of these young ladies and young men. But some of my greatest memories of her are at these high school region and state meets where she has just taken her swimming to a whole nother level. She's always good under pressure. She's always been good on relays. I couldn't be more proud of her. Those are the moments that kind of stick out in my mind when I think about her. This young lady is a sectional finalist, a futures finalist, a YMCA national finalist, and she will attend the University of Tampa next year. Please welcome Delaney Bailey.
So, as most of you probably know, I don't talk very much, so I'm going to keep my speech short and sweet. When I joined this team 3 years ago, I had no idea that it would change my perspective on life as much as it did. I have so many people I need to thank for making this experience so impactful. Coach Brent, Coach Andrew, and Coach John, thank you for pushing me beyond my limits every practice. Coach Terry, thank you for always having contagious positivity and brightening up my days. Dad, thank you for always pointing out where I can improve. Mom, thank you for being my biggest supporter and always pushing me to be my best. The National Girls, thank you for being one of the only reasons that I get through most practices. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that this team has given me and the people that I have met throughout these last 3 years.
This next young man I've watched grow up in the program, become really watched him mature and become such a great young man, really starting to come into his own. When he wants to do something, he's as good as anybody out there. I've just enjoyed watching him climb the ladder through the program and become one of our best distance swimmers. This young man's a futures qualifier, a sectionals qualifier, a 4-time state qualifier and finalist. He's a Puerto Rican national champion. He will attend school at Youngstown State next year. Please welcome Fabian Dunas Torres.
Almost 3 years ago, I moved here to Sarasota, Florida, and joined the Sharks not knowing what to expect. With swimming in the last 3 years in high school. When I first joined this team, I mostly thought of the sport as an individual sport, but as time went by, the Sharks have taught me that this team is more than just being individual. You swim for your coaches, your teammates, especially my parents. Without my teammates and my parents, I don't think I would have been where I am today. And that's one of the reasons why this program is so special and different from any other team. I want to thank my mom, dad, and my little sister for pushing me to be the best version of myself in swimming and outside of the pool, for taking a big step in leaving Puerto Rico after so many years. It's for me and my sister to have so many more opportunities here. And thank you, just thank you for everything. And to my teammates, thank you for being there throughout everything and for pushing me to be better at practice, and to the coaches as well. Thank you.
This next young man is one of the toughest on the planet. He's been nothing but a joy to work with. He always keeps me on my toes, always making me laugh. He's just got a great way of going about his work. Even if he's doing something wrong, he's always good about making changes, open to change, open to criticism. A great racer. And again, one of the toughest people on the planet. Spent a year fighting and trying to figure out what was wrong. He had an issue with his lung, trying to figure out what was wrong with that, but kept coming to practice every day, doing what he needed to do, kept persevering, kept getting faster. Again, couldn't be more proud of this young man. Additionally, he's probably made this place he's been a big part of making this place better. He's very handy and has helped Vanessa fix a lot of things around here. We are very, very proud of him. This young man's a YMCA national qualifier. He's a futures qualifier. He's a winter nationals qualifier, winter junior nationals qualifier. One of the toughest guys on the planet. Please welcome Jackson Harlan.
For all of you that don't know me, my name is Jackson. I've been swimming for the Sarasota Sharks for 5 years. I'll be sticking around for one more year to better myself and my swimming career, and maybe attending college in the fall. I want to thank my mom for waking up early and making me breakfast before swim meets. She has been a great person. You are always there for me and on top of everything, school and swimming. Dad, thank you for pushing me, and not just swimming, but work too. We do butt heads a lot, but at the end of the day, I do love you. I want to thank my little brothers for giving up their weekends to sit along swim meets. I couldn't have done this. I couldn't have made it this far without the coaches. They push me at practice and make me work harder and have fun. Thank Coach Brent, Coach John, and Coach Andrew for always giving me a hard time and pushing me at the same time. I would also like to thank Coach Terry for not giving me a hard time. I would also like to thank the breaststroke group in the morning, my teammates, my friends, and family. Go Shark!
This next young man keeps me on my toes all the time. One of the most unique and intelligent guys out there. Whether he's making up some story about goblins trying to get a rise out of me, or he and I are debating politics, it's been a joy to watch this young man mature through the program. He's going to do something special in life for sure. He's always somebody who gets it done at the end of the year. I again couldn't be more proud of watching this young man mature through the program. He's always keeping everybody on their toes, and definitely an important piece of the fabric of this group and this program. He's a 4A state finalist, state championship finalist, senior champ, 7-time senior champ qualifier, 3-time Southern Zone sectional qualifier, a 10-time flags qualifier, YMCA national qualifier. He will attend the University of California at Santa Cruz next year. Please welcome Finn Lear.
This is odd. It has been 3,428 days since my first ribbon race with the Sharks. Swimming has become my identity. It's how I introduce who I am to others. I'm a swimmer. Swimming has pushed me to work harder, has challenged me to be better, it has surprised me, it has inspired me, and it has shown me what it means to work hard. Swimming has always been there for me. It has always given me an outlet and sense of belonging. It reminds me that I can grind through anything, just like I can grind through the next set of the day. And it has given me the fitness and overall well-being I don't think I could have just being at home. Swimming has also given me lifelong friendships and a horde of swim parents that treat me like their own. I have been at the Sharks since the days of Coach Brown. When I think back, it's extraordinary what we as a team have endured. The uncertainty of Coach Brown's exit, the interim head coach Brent, the YMCA literally imploding, Coach Brent saving the team, Coach Watts moving, the YMCA then closing, no more winettes, broken scoreboards, pool liners, and polo clubs. And then... And also just sitting on a bus in Orlando, shaved and tapered, 30 minutes before warm-ups, only to find out this thing called coronavirus just flipped our season on its head. Needless to say, we have been through some things. But no matter what, we've always found a way to succeed, and that is what I'll remember the most. The Sharks have had a massive effect on my life, and I cannot begin to imagine a life without this team. While I have not quite figured it all out yet, I would like to think I have been able to keep up due to my best attempts to adhere to the process here and consider my time here exceedingly positive. For those who don't know, Coach Terry was my first coach. Your sharp, piercing whistle just got me ready for just years of snapping to when coaches yelled at me in a positive way, very positive way. I cannot thank you enough for not just indoctrinating me into the sport, but also making me want to come to the pool each and every single day. I could talk for hours about Coach Watts and what it's like for a scared 4'11" boy swimming for a grizzled 60-year-old, 6-foot-plus, sun-bleached coaching legend that had a 1,000-yard stare that could freeze you in your tracks. But there are hundreds of senior speeches that elaborate on that. Kidding aside, Coach Watts scared the soul out of me when I turned around in the middle of the pool like the other boys, and he quickly taught me what it meant to train hard. He was the first to really challenge me and bring out things in me that I never knew I had. Truth be told, he is not the big scary coach that used to fill the imaginations of black group swimmers. He's a compassionate coach that wanted to see and maybe squeeze out every little piece of swimming potential. I qualified for flags 10 times under his watch, and one of my largest takeaways will be that we shared our last flags together, and he asked for me to receive the trophy when it was awarded. Following age group, Coach Eric Nelson, now with T2, gave me some of the most enjoyable practices to date. And the switch from Coach Watts to Coach Eric was one of the biggest cases of mental whiplash I've ever received. If he was here, I would thank him for being the yang to Coach Watts' yin. Somewhere during my freshman and sophomore year, Coach Andrew and Coach John returned to the Sharks. It is not hard to do the math when you look at how much I have transformed over the years and since their return. You both have been a huge part of getting me over many humps and hang-ups in my career, and from high school states to sectionals to senior champs, you have been there one way or another. There's no way I'm standing here today or swimming in California in the fall without the both of you. Coach John, your dry sarcasm has always been great at softening the announcement of a particularly hard main set. And Coach Andrew, thank you for always having the perfect body language when witnessing when I would slowly slink back to the drylands area 2 to 3 times a week to pick up my keys and wallet that I'd forgotten there after drylands. I understand if you don't see these things as coaching, but it's all a big part of why I love being here. And thank you, Coach Brent. I would first like to thank you for at least publicly apologize for having to deal with my consistent habit of either losing my equipment or outright breaking it. One day I will finally get a complete set of both short and large paddles. Thank you for the incredible impact on my entire time with the Sharks. And letting me train on the national team is an honor and a privilege, and earning my way on your roster is one of my proudest achievements. Swimming for you, Coach John, and Coach Andrew these last 3 years has been life-altering. To all my teammates and competitors, thank you for making me want to be better. Bechtolds, Bartons, Lamberts, Milburns, Scotts, Yanaris, you have opened your homes, your arms, and even your hearts for my family and me, and all my greatest memories have one or more of you in it. My gratitude is endless. Thank you, Custers, Eckermans, Torreses, Sawickis, Leaches, and all the families that donate countless hours to make sure I was part of the greatest swim team on the planet. Seeing any one of you around the pool told me things were okay and there might even be a donut or cookie for me in the future. A big thank you to Miss Wyatt and Vanessa. You have been a big part of this team and everyone knows it, especially Vanessa. You gave me my first job and that's very nice. Thank you, Mom and Dad. You are my inspiration. You have always pushed me to face my fears and believed in me more than anyone else, including myself. My strength, toughness, and resiliency comes from you. No matter what I say here, I cannot begin to cover all that I owe you. Dad, you have always been my number one supporter, and you have sacrificed so much to keep me going. All the time you have invested, all the effort has gotten me where I am today, and I believe I'm a better person for it. In closing, my message to the younger Sharks is that I truly urge you to listen to the coaches. I cannot emphasize this sentiment enough. They know what they are doing, and they've been doing it for a long time. It is quite literally their job. I did not listen to them enough and did not always take their words to heart entirely. So don't do that. You gotta listen, you gotta do what they say, and you gotta trust the process. And to the Sharks, thank you, and yeah.
This next young lady, I've worked with her family for almost the entire 12-ish years that I've been here. This program is going to be different without the Trabas in it. Mercedes is one of the feistiest, toughest racers on the planet. Again, some of my best memories of her YMCA national finals or high school state meets, sectionals, trying to make cuts or beat somebody for points. This is just a young lady that I love having around. Maybe not the most imposing person behind the block, but man, when she dives in, she's as tough as anybody out there. Really, really proud of this young lady, and I can't speak highly enough on her and her family. She's a 3-time YMCA National Qualifier and finalist, 2-time Junior National Qualifier and finalist, Scholastic All-American, a 2-time MVP from Sarasota High, a 4-time high school state qualifier and finalist. She will attend Vanderbilt University next year. Please welcome Mercedes Traba.
Okay, gotta lower this a little bit. So, my journey with swimming has been anything but the expected. It's been a 12-year roller coaster of emotions, full of moments of extreme joy and the complete opposite. Swimming has always been a constant in my life, no matter the changes that were going on outside of the pool. From a girl whose parents only enrolled her in swim lessons so she wouldn't drown at a birthday party, to the girl standing in front of you all today, 12 years later, I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the unconditional love and support from my family, teammates, and coaches who have stuck it out with me for the long haul. With that, there are some people who I owe some huge thank yous to. First, Coach Jen. Although she's not here today, I wanted to thank her for making my first experiences as a Shark such a kind and welcoming one. Her patience and loving attitude towards all the newcomers, through white teamers, made my first memories as a swimmer so genuine and happy. Next, Coach Watts. What I would give to have you here today so I could deliver this thanks in person. I can confidently say that without the lessons he taught me, I would not be the swimmer I am today. It was my first time ever practicing on black team at the Selby Sharks pool, and the first time I had ever met Coach Watts. I remember I made my dad introduce me because I was too scared to say hi to the menacing man in the dark sunglasses who I was now supposed to call my coach. But as soon as I was introduced, I met one of the most kind and compassionate coaches who only brightened my love for this sport. He taught me at a young age the importance of honesty and hard work, and those lessons I will carry with me for the rest of my life. Next, Coach Andrew. You've been with me the longest out of any of the coaches, and I know it hasn't been easy. From junior group to most of my high school years and to today, I can honestly say that I'll miss having someone who can take my sass and throw it right back at me.
I remember during dryland this year, I wasn't having the best of days, and when a sassy remark you made on my overhead step-ups wasn't followed by an extreme comeback, you say, and I quote, "Oh God, you know it's bad when she doesn't throw any sass back. We're in deep trouble now." More seriously, thank you for understanding that not every practice is going to be our best, but teaching us how to pick ourselves up and keep pushing, even on the worst of days. You believed in me more times than I believed in myself. You showed me the strength in having confidence in my abilities, having a positive mindset, and not being afraid of greatness. For this, I am forever grateful. Coach John, you came in my sophomore year, and what a wild 3 years it's been. From getting honked at every time I came back from the grocery store at Futures to bearing witness to your incredible driving skills, you have been a motivating light and a great addition to the Shark family. I couldn't imagine it without you. Finally, Coach Brent, I couldn't have asked for a better coach my 4 years on National. You've helped me get to places in my swimming career I would have never thought I could get to. You taught me that with anything you do in life, nothing is going to be linear. There are peaks and valleys, but it's all about how you carry yourself through them. I can't wait to see how you develop this incredible team and all of the amazing things they will accomplish in the years to come. Aside from the coaches, there are some very special people in my life I owe my biggest thanks to. Mom, a million thanks is not enough to compensate for the amount you take care of me. You have been my rock in so many areas of life. You've shown me unconditional love and support in every decision I've made throughout these 12 years. Thank you for having everything in order when I'm usually a mess, and all of the good luck texts and calls no matter how far from home I am. I promise I'll come home and visit more than once, and I'll try extra hard to text you back within the week. I love you. Dad, nothing in this world will be able to repay for how much you've done for me. You are the kindest, most compassionate person I know. You are the only person I know who would still get up with their 18-year-old daughter at 4 a.m. to send her off to practice because you didn't want her to be lonely in the mornings. I said it once and I'll say it again, you are my superhero. I felt more love and support than I could ever imagine. The stupid jokes you say just to see me smile, and the good texts followed by around 30 red heart emojis after some of my worst swims are definitely what got me through some bad times. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you both next year. I love you guys. Isabel, isn't it crazy that this time I'm the one up here giving this speech? It feels like just yesterday I was in the audience watching you give it, thinking I had all the time in the world until mine. You've been my built-in role model since day one, and I can honestly say that if it wasn't for my urge to be just like you when I was little, I may have never started club swimming. I'm so proud of all you have accomplished at Miami, and I'm proud to call you my sister. Your future is so bright, far beyond swimming, and I can't wait to duel you in a meet next year. To the families that have supported me through this entire journey, to the Lees, the Chances, the Davies, Yanaris, Sawickis, and the Tiles, I wouldn't be here without the help, love, and support from all of you. You guys have taken me in as one of your own, and I can't imagine my life without you all. To Caroline Lee, I owe you so much. Thank you for taking me in on tons of away meets and treating me as one of your own kids. I couldn't ask for a better second mom. To the National girls, you are my people, my family, and my sisters. I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to train with. You guys make me laugh till I cry and are some of the most incredible people I have come to know and love. I don't know what I'm going to do without y'all next year. To Addie, Michaela, and Gracie, I am so incredibly proud of all that you have accomplished this year. You guys are my little sisters, even though all of you may be taller than me. Your futures are so bright, and I can't wait to see all you do in the coming years. Please keep the place interesting for me while I'm gone. To the senior girls, Delaney, Reese, Sage, and Hannah. We actually did it, you guys. I honestly can't believe it. You guys have become my family, and I wouldn't have wanted to grow up with anyone else by my side. I can't wait to see all the incredible things you guys accomplish, and just know there's a girl in Nash who's cheering you on in all your future endeavors. I love you guys. Everyone has their own goals and dreams for what this sport can do for them. No matter how much stress and pressure this sport puts on you, it's taken me up to this point to realize and remember that the times I go are temporary, but the friendships I've made are what will last forever. With all that being said, the only thing left to say is go Sharks and anchor down. Thank you.
This next young lady is one of my all-time favorites. If we all had a heart like this lady, our program would be unstoppable. Again, maybe not the most imposing person behind the pool, behind the block, But man, when she dives in, she races hard. She works hard every day. She's got such a great attitude. She's always trying to make her teammates better. Even when it's hard or even when she's struggling, she's always trying to make everybody better. She's an extremely important part of this program. We are going to miss her dearly, going to miss her leadership, going to miss her example. Again, this is just one of the hardest working and best hearts on the planet type of people. I can't speak highly enough of her. This young lady is a futures qualifier, a high school state finalist, a YMCA national qualifier, a Speedo sectional finalist. She will attend Carnegie Mellon next year. Please welcome Reese Waddle.
So I have to admit, I have been counting down my days as a Shark. And while this was definitely one of the worst decisions I have recently made, as nothing makes time move slower than staring at a countdown timer tick away the seconds, it is a decision I made. And for the past 200-ish days, I have checked the countdown app on my phone in very unhealthy amounts. But this has been a blessing in disguise. As the days crossed down, it hit me. My time here is numbered, literally. I could see it ticking away before my eyes, and I was just trying to survive. There was only a short amount of time left, and all I was doing was watching it fade away, just rushing it along. So I tried my best to take it in, and I quickly realized that each morning around 7 a.m., the most magnificent scene was painted in the sky as the world lights up with pink and orange glow, and the water, it radiates with color. Each splash of white water would light up and sparkle with neon colors. And I looked around and thought, wow, I'm so lucky to be here. And this is what I learned to call casual magic. Casual magic is finding the beauty, the joy in even the most painful moments. Because while the sky may be a brilliant painting, those of us in the water are struggling through a seemingly endless breaststroke warm-up after doing 4 rounds of GH, contemplating how we can possibly keep moving when every single muscle is in pain and our minds are just telling us to stop. But that is the beauty of casual magic. Casual magic is finishing a set last and still having teammates to tell you good job. Casual magic is the energy in the air as you cheer on your teammates and watch them make Olympic trial cuts. It is the joy of fly group after finishing the last 300 fly. It is watching Katya save lizards and Michaela rescue beetles. Casual magic is watching Gracie beat Felipe in a 50 breast after practice, Gusev's clapping, and all the guys' poorly timed jokes. Casual magic is in our endless conversations on astrology and Coach Brent's lectures that somehow manage to cover every topic from boxing to women's rights to inspire us all at the same time. Casual magic is in the workouts we never thought we could finish and the practices we were convinced were impossible. And sometimes it's not even casual magic, but straight up magic. Magic is the dedication we have shown, the lessons we have learned, and the people we have become. Magic is being able to be a shark. And with every hour that passes by, I learn more and more how magical this community is. And my appreciation for all of us just continues to grow as my time here wanes away. Now, because we have precisely 13 days, 5 hours, and 51 minutes and 6 seconds left of practices, I have many people I need to thank for making this world so magical. Coach Terry, you're my absolute favorite. Thank you for being the light of this team. Simply seeing you on the pool deck inspires me every single day. Coach John, thank you for teaching me that I have to swim fast to swim fast. While your humor may be questionable, your positive spirit that you bring to the team has been transformative, and I really appreciate everything you have done. Coach Andrew, it has genuinely been an honor to have you as a coach for the past 7 years. Even though you're a Scorpio, you somehow find ways to motivate me through the hardest sets, and I am forever in debt for you of everything you have done. Coach Brent, thank you for believing in me more than I could ever believe in myself. Your dedication to this program is something that I will never forget. Thank you for everything. Mom and Dad, thank you for the countless early morning rides, emergency smoothies, and for putting up with me over the past 18 years. Sarson, Even though your music taste makes me want to puke at 4 a.m., thank you for being by my side through it all. To the National Girls, my heroes, my saviors, my fellow girl bosses, my therapists, my curvy spine friends, and all around beautiful people, I would not be here without you. I can confidently say I would never have survived GH or Blue Pace without each and every one of you. I love you all more than the world could ever know. And to everyone who has helped me along the way, I am forever in debt to all of you, from the Traba's 5 a.m. carpool rides to the younger athletes cheering us on at swim meets. I would not have made it to where I am today without the deep care and compassion of the entire Sharks community. Thank you to every single one of you for making this team such a beautiful and magical place. Let's go Sharks.
This next young lady is a 12-year Shark, and even though I have not been here for her entire career, the short period of time that I've been able to work with her has been special, and it's made an impact on me. She's a true teammate. I'm tearing up right now. Hannah Grace always knows what's going on, so a lot of her teammates look to her to know what the set is. She's always counting, and she always knows what's going on. I've had the privilege of coaching her for Riverview and for the Sharks. She's a 4A state championship qualifier. She's a 4A regional finalist, and she's a 4-time scholar athlete and will be attending Florida State University in the fall. Hannah Grace Lee.
I quit swimming during January of my junior year. Gloomy start to this happy senior speech, I know. I used the word quit because that is what it was for me. I had no intention to return. I knew I had lost my passion when coming to practice every day felt like a chore, not a choice. But very clearly, I did come back. The turning point for me was coming to cheer on the meet the Sharks held after March Senior Champs in 2020 was canceled. At this point, I was still not swimming, but I wanted to see my Shark family. I was surprised to see so many new faces. So much was the same, yet so much was different. In the same manner, I still felt like a part of the Shark family, yet felt so disconnected. I drove home that morning after cheering with a void engulfing me. This feeling persisted into the following months, and I knew I was missing something. So I came back. Although I wasn't sure if it was the right decision for me, I felt happy to be back. Slowly, through the help of my friends, family, and coaches, I rekindled my passion for swimming. So now it is time to thank the people who supported me throughout my entire swim career and helped me find my passion again. Coach Brent, I was reminiscing upon our memories, trying to find one to talk about, and one stood out over the others. The one I'm referring to is when I ripped my suit straps in the middle of practice, and the solution we came to was tying it back up with zip ties. I even told you while it was happening that I was going to talk about this moment during my senior speech because I found it so funny. In all seriousness, though, you were in my corner when I needed someone there the most. When I wasn't sure if anyone else cared, I knew you did. That is a debt of gratitude that I will never be able to repay, so thank you. Coach John, you were perhaps the most profound influence in my life for rediscovering my passion for swimming. Having you as my coach for the past year has been the most fun I've ever had on this team. I will always appreciate our silly side conversation and banter. Thank you for everything. Coach Andrew, I have had you on and off as a coach since middle school, and some things never change. You have always been so willing to help with stroke technique and even throw in some sarcasm while you're at it. I appreciate everything you have done for me in my swim career. Thank you. Coach Cherry, you are such a ray of sunshine on the pool deck. Ever since White Team, I have enjoyed seeing your smiling face and absorbing your positivity. For the past year, having you as a coach in the senior group has been amazing. You are always so supportive and encouraging, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Mom, I definitely do not say it enough, but thank you. Thank you for everything, the little things to the big things. Thank you for the little things, like making my bed when I don't have enough time in the morning. Thank you for saving a plate for me if I come home late. Thank you for packing my lunch for me. There are so many more little things I could thank you for, but we would be here all night if I continued. I love you. Dad, although you couldn't always make it to my meets, I can't thank you enough for your support at home. Even if I had the worst day imaginable, I knew that I'd come home and you would greet me with a, "Hey, chef." I still think it is quite ironic that your nickname for me is chef, considering the fact that the only thing I cook are eggs and boxed mac and cheese. Thank you for all your love and support, not only during my swim career, but my whole life. I love you. Josh, thank you for being such an awesome big brother. Believe it or not, I will miss you very much when I leave for college in about a month. I will miss hanging out with you and Caitlin in your cabin and all the other little moments we have. I'll probably find myself FaceTiming you whenever I'm in a dilemma in college, like getting lost or running out of food, so keep your ringer on. Now I would like to thank two Shark families that I certainly could not have made it without. First, the Trava family. Betsy and Fernando, thank you for always welcoming me in your home with smiles on your faces. I am proud to call you two my second set of parents. On a side note, you both make such amazing food. I love you guys. Isabel and Mercedes, you two are like sisters to me. I've always looked up to both of you, even though you are both quite a bit shorter than me. You are incredible people, and I can't wait to see all of the amazing things you do. Next, even though they aren't here, I would like to thank the Riley family. I will always cherish our game nights playing games like Uno, Quiplash, Spoons, Trivia Murder Party, and whatever weird game Brett decides to come up with. Jonah and Brooke, senior year certainly would not have been as fun without you by my side at practices and meets. I love you guys, and I will miss you so much. Last but certainly not least, I owe a thank you to all the girls in the senior group and the national group. Without you guys by my side, I cannot say for sure that I would have discovered my passion for swimming. You all are such an amazing group of girls, and I will miss you so much. I wish my best of luck to all the seniors alongside me today, as well as all of the younger swimmers. Thank you, and go Sharks.
This next young man has been a Shark for 14 years. He is the definition of humble and hardworking. He is the 2019 FTT Spirit Award winner, which was well deserved. He goes out of his way to know all of his teammates, from young athletes all the way up to the kids that aren't even in his group. He makes it a point to talk to everybody and always has a great attitude. He's a 3A state championship team member at Sarasota High School, and he will be attending Rhodes College in the fall. Max Milburn.
Well, through all the speeches I've sat through, I always thought to myself, oh, well, I think I know how I'm going to start it. By thanking my granddad for enrolling me in swimming when I was 4 years old, because he was scared I didn't know how to swim living in Florida. And when I was writing the speech, I kind of realized how fast time really does fly, because I've sat through so many senior speeches, ripping up pieces of paper with Finn and Jack at a back table, not listening to anything the seniors had to say. And now we're all giving speeches. It's kind of crazy. I've kind of gone through my whole life being known as the kid who swims and who can never do anything because he has practice. And I think only swim families and swimmers know, like, one practice is kind of a big deal. You can't really miss it. And no one else really realizes that. So respect all the swimmers for grinding through all of those times where you had something else to do, but you couldn't because of swimming. My swimming career was kind of riddled with a lot of ups and downs, a lot of downs. And I think Coach Watts, even though he can't be here, was kind of a big step or big influence and helped me get through those. When I was 12, I was kind of just like, oh yeah, this guy's just being nice to me, telling me how, oh, I can get through this. I'm going to get good at some point. I'm going to grow. Well, I learned, one, coaches don't always have to be nice. And two, he was right. So the whole flag cut thing, when you're that age, I kind of thought was my entire career. And no, I didn't get a flag cut. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere in swimming. I kind of realized that cuts aren't always the sole thing in swimming. The times when you don't get cuts may impact you more than when you do get the cuts, because you'll realize how driven you really are to do what you want to do and how you're going to do it. It really shows the characters in swimming, and I've seen people who have gone from peaking when they're young to keep going on a steady pace to when they're older, and those people really are going to make it in life and not just swimming. I don't know, it's kind of swimming's been a big part of my life, and I don't think I could have done it without it. It's always given me a balance. It's when I had a bad day at school, it's when I had a bad day in life, I can just always go in the pool and just forget about everything and just swim. Being a Shark, I think, too, has really made me who I am today, and all the morals it's instilled into me has really made me who I am and given me the drive to do stuff outside of swimming that I never thought I could do. And I think being part of this team and the people that are part of this team have helped me to become who I am. First of all, I like to thank the coaches. Andrew, thank you for literally everything. Helping me find a college, because at some point in my career I didn't think I was going to be able to swim in college, and I sat down with you one day and you kind of told me there's a place for everybody, and I truly do believe that, and I thank you for that. And seeing me go through all my ups and downs, you were always a part of that, and you really helped me get through it. John, you need a vacation, man. You are the most confusing person I know, and I will stand by that. I wrote a lot about you here. I don't know if I'm going to get through it. I don't even know where it is. These last few years have been a roller coaster with you. You've put me through a lot of suffering in the pool and out of the pool. You've made me laugh a lot, and I appreciate that. I truly do believe these last few years, and your influence especially, has made me who I am today and got me to my point in swimming where I didn't think I could be. Your coaches, your sets are god-awful sometimes, but I know they're for a reason, and I know that you put a lot of thought into them sometimes, and that you really do help me. Coach Terry, my birthday is in less than 20 days. I'll make sure to get you a cupcake for that. You've always been there for me, and you're definitely one of the most compassionate, kind-hearted people I know, and I appreciate you for that. I could always talk to you about anything, and I really do love you for that, and you really have given me someone to always be there for when swimming is not easy. Coach Dan, I know you're not here. You've coached us for the last few weeks, and I really do appreciate your care and effort you put into coaching us. It really does mean a lot. Coach Brent, thank you for saving the team. There's a point where we didn't really know what was going to happen, and you really stepped up and made sure that we're all going to have a place to swim and develop as people and swimmers, and I appreciate that. Okay, to everyone that has helped me get here to this speech, the Eckermans, you guys are like a second family to me. I know you're here. Joel, you're like my best friend, so thanks for getting me out of trouble. Max, don't burn the team down. And Maeve and Ann, thank you for being second moms to me. To the Yanaris and the Hamids, thank you for throwing every party ever known to the Sharks and making sure it was fun, and for all the food and Korean barbecue you fed to us. To the Lears, the Lamberts, the Walkers, and the Davies, and the Leaches, thank you for everything and opening your houses and your homes and your hearts to me. I appreciate it. To Bergen, Kevin, Jake, Michael, and Ethan, thank you for pushing me, and don't piss off Coach John too much. Emery, keep doing YouTube, and to the rest of the seniors, thank you for growing up with me and showing me that swimming is not just about times, but also about forming connections and family. Grandma, Granddad, and Grandma Susie, thank you for being so close all the time and helping me develop into who I am, and for providing another support system for me. Mom, I wrote a whole speech, but I kind of just skipped over it, and I've just been trying to find things to say. Mom, I think I'm going to be fine without you all. I say that now, but you guys have been my entire life, and it's not going to be easy. Dad, your 6 meals a day are going to be very difficult to match. I know I have an unlimited food thing, but I need to learn how to cook. Mom, you provided so much balance for me and taught me how to work hard, and taught me so many life lessons that I'm going to use when I'm gone. Michaela, you're in trouble, first of all. If you need help with math, please don't call me. Go to photo math or Socratic or something. Spanish homework, I can help you with that. You're gonna do good things in swimming. Just try to listen to Coach John and to whoever else your coach is, and don't give attitude. To everyone else, thank you, and go Sharks.
This next young lady has been a Shark for 13 years. I would say that I'm confident in saying that she is respected by not only her teammates, but also the parents on the team and the coaches. All have mutual respect for her. She's a natural leader, although she isn't a vocal leader. She is a very clear leader amongst her peers. Kudos to you for being stubborn and learning how to do pull-ups. Can you teach your teammates before you leave? Okay. And kudos to you for schooling all the boys on fantasy football. Yeah. She is a senior champs qualifier. She is an FHSAA state series qualifier. She was the captain of the Venice High School team, and she will be attending Middlebury College in the fall. Sage Yanari.
Hi everyone. Ever since I was a young Shark, I was always so excited about writing a senior speech. But now that the time has actually come to give one, I'm at a loss for words to describe the last 13 years. The year that impacted me the most was freshman year. Coach Austin was my coach at the time, and I was welcomed to the team by my older sister Lauren and her friends. They taught me so much, mostly by small threats, but I didn't really mind. I mean, I was a freshman, so I already deserved it. I learned the great skills of how to be a tolerable freshman, like not turning around, not cheating, doing things so that the seniors didn't have to, and most importantly, valuing your underwaters off every wall. Even though I only spent 1 year with that group of people, they had already become my best friends. From bowling nights to Korean barbecue, they were my people. With such great friendship came even greater heartbreak when they graduated. First, my older sister, who I've counted on my entire life, would no longer be living in the room next to me. Second, what felt like all my friends were leaving to go start their adult life. I know a lot of people have been or are going to be in this type of situation, but what at the time seemed like heartbreak turned into a chance to make new friends and new memories. That's why I love this team so much. You are never alone as a Shark. There's always someone right there with you. You just might not notice yet. Swimming has taught me how to manage my time, stay organized, and learn to do things on my own. For that, I have the coaches to thank. Coach Terry, I will admit I was terrified of getting on your bad side as a child, but now I see you as a smiling face on the pool deck who's always willing to listen, talk, and help me with my stroke. I've always wondered what makes Coach Terry so special to me, and I realize it's her ability to be extremely patient with everyone. I remember thinking diving off the block was the scariest thing in the world, but Coach Terry took the time to get everyone in our group to start from the blocks and not in the gutter. Coach Terry, thank you for everything, especially cheering us on during Saturday practices. I don't think I could have made it without you. Coach Brent, thank you for your leadership and support throughout the years. I know you have everyone's best interest at heart, and for that I am grateful. Coach Andrew, I've always enjoyed swimming for you, and I will always be thankful for the way you supported me after I had my appendix taken out and had such a hard time getting back to where I was before. I really appreciate the check-ins and have always felt like you were there for me on the pool deck. I know you and your family will take good care of Moon the Turtle. Coach John, where do I start? You have been my coach for about 2 years, and it has taken me just as long to realize that Coach John's voice is not yelling. It's Coach John telling you how it is, and nobody should take it personally. For example, Coach John yelling, "That's not pace," literally just means that's not pace. But seriously, I have learned a lot swimming for you, and knowing that you believe in me has helped me get through some very rough patches. Vanessa, you were the best boss I ever could have asked for. I will miss getting Focali with you and seeing you around the pool deck. Just remember, I'm only a FaceTime away, and I'll make sure to send you videos of all my cool chem labs. I really couldn't have made it without the help and support of my friends and family. I would like to thank all the families that have helped guide me on my journey through life. Get ready for a long list of names. To the Milburns, Lamberts, Lears, Nicholsons, Leaches, Wyants, Sawickis, Domians, Sensenbrenners, Rileys, Travas, Tiles, Davies, Bars, Harlans, Bartons, Mattes, Custers, Moores, Baileys, and Whatmores. I am truly thankful to have had the opportunity to know you all, and you've made me the person I am happy to be today. Sophia, I don't know what I'm going to do without you next year. I will miss our time being Dryland's partners and your sarcasm, especially the short jokes. I couldn't have made it through this year without you. I know you will do great things even when I'm up at college, but for real, come visit me whenever you need a sage hug. Don't miss me too much. Addie, you're an awesome lane buddy, and I don't think I'll ever find someone just as good. You're so sweet and kind, and I'm really going to miss having you around next year. Don't cause too much trouble without me. Brooke and Jenna, you guys are awesome. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. To my parents, saving the best for last, you've always supported me no matter what crazy things I say, and I'm forever grateful for that. Thank you for constantly listening to my endless rants, driving me to all the swim meets, supporting me through my ups and downs, and helping me reach my goals. I wouldn't have made it to where I am today and became the person I am today without you guys. You've impacted me in an endless amount of ways and will forever be my greatest inspirations. You are both so special to me, and I can't even begin to describe how much I love you and how much I will miss you when I leave. I had a conversation with my mom the day before graduation. I asked her, what do I even say to these people I've known my entire life? I can't just say goodbye. And she told me, it's never goodbye, but see you later. And with that, I say, thank you for all the memories I've had growing up as a Shark. See you later.
All right, our last senior speech. This next young man has been a Shark for 7 years. He is a definition of hardworking in and out of the pool. I know your teammates give you a hard time about getting out of morning practice early every single time. But I want to thank you for at least making the time to actually come to practice before you have to leave early. Most people would just make an excuse and say they can't be there. He does a good job balancing school, his music, his extracurriculars, and swim, and he always has a smile on his face. He is a two-time state championship qualifier. He is a member of the 3A state championship team, and he will be attending Baldwin Wallace University in the fall. Tyson Swihart.
Well, this has certainly been an interesting year. I have to admit, it is not how I would have liked my senior year to go, but it could have been a lot worse. Sports could have been completely shut down this year, and online schooling could have been made mandatory, but thankfully, that's not the case. While this year has not been great, there were some great moments along the way. One of my favorite memories of this past year was getting to swim at Senior Champs. Last year, our Senior Champs got shut down and marked the start of quarantine for us, so getting to swim at Senior Champs this year felt like a real treat. Even though I would have liked to swim a little faster, I really couldn't have asked for a better meet. And that's what swimming has really taught me. That you may not do as well as you want, but ultimately, whether or not you enjoy swimming is up to you. In my 7 years of swimming, I have never had a truly perfect race, and honestly, it has allowed me to enjoy the sport for what it is even more. And of course, I would not have been able to enjoy the sport for what it is if it weren't for my family and coaches. I would like to start off by thanking my mom. You are the main reason I was able to stick with swimming, and in the hard times, you are always so encouraging. You came to so many of my swim meets and drove me around so much that swimming was as much a part of your life as it was mine. I would also like to thank my dad for supporting me going into swimming from the very start. You drove me to and from trying out for the Sharks and have been with me ever since. If I ever had a bad swim meet, you didn't try to tell me it was all right, but you told me that I could do better next time. I really learned to appreciate that. Of course, I can't forget my sister as well as my grandparents. You guys would sit at swim meets for hours and watch me swim for only a few minutes. You spent so much time at swim meets and driving me around that it can't go unappreciated. Now, I can't let my coaches go unappreciated either. First, Coach Terry. You were the first coach I had and true mentor that brought me into the world of swimming. Next, Coach Andrew and Coach Andy. You made this year so much fun for me, and I truly appreciate everything you have done for my swim career. Finally, Coach John and Coach Dan. You have made senior group a true blessing and have helped me tremendously in my swimming. I like how you pushed me beyond what I thought I could do and made me into the swimmer I am today. Again, thank you for everything and making swimming amazing.